Welcome, victims and friends, to a podcast beyond terror. My name's Matt, and I'm once again in the Vault of Terror, in the crypt itself, and joining me, staring at me across a table to make sure I don't steal, touch, or look at anything for too long, is my friend, the Crypt Keeper himself, Mr. Dave, Easy D Middleton. Dave, how are you?
That's a lovely intro, is that, Matt? I like that.
Yeah, I had to put some thought into that then.
Get your eyes off that Ecto one.
It's the those figures over there behind you that I'm looking at.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot of figures, but your centrepiece, I would suggest, is probably He-Man.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. Just out of interest, which is your favourite He-Man character?
He-Man.
Yeah.
Can you guess? Can you guess?
Yeah, I like Skeletor. He's my favourite He-Man figure.
Yeah. Any He-Man fans going absolutely fucking mental now?
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
But I have just triggered an entire collection.
Have you seen them bootlegs? The one-on-one bootlegs that I got last week?
They are strangely similar to the He-Man figures.
Yeah, they are. So they're like Motu bodies.
I'm going to stop saying it now because you're giving me that look.
They're like Masters of the Universe bodies.
Masters of the Universe.
And it's got like, what has he got? A Ghost Rider head, and the other guy's got like a sun head with like flames. They're cool as fuck.
Is it a big eye he's got?
It's like a big eye.
And he's got a crab claw.
Yeah. Just randomly. Clawful, probably.
This is just nightmare.
They're one-on-ones, them.
I bet they are.
Yeah. Made just for your Uncle Dave.
Why would you make two?
I would make thousands.
Yeah. Fair point.
But normal people, no.
But we're going to have to do at some point like a photo tour of this collection because there's some gems in here.
I think that we're going to set up our Instagram proper.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and we'll go back as well and show the Video Dead collection, all the rest of it.
Yeah, your collection.
It has been suggested by my friend, who's going to get a mention now for the first time, Tiff Miller.
Oh yeah, Tiff.
Yes. That he mentioned that would be a good idea, and I agree with him.
Goddamn right he is.
He's right. Good old Tiff.
Yeah, he will be making an appearance on this podcast.
We will get him in as soon as he's bought a £300 microphone.
We've already earmarked the episode he's going to be doing. And
yes.
I think it's one he suggested, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that, yes. We will be getting him in. And other guests will be coming on as well at
just
some point.
Just as soon as we figure out how to plug 3 microphones into a 2
Yeah, that
ports.
is what I was just looking at now. Yeah, we've got 2 ports, so we need to sort our focus right out there.
See, usually
processors are available.
Usually in life, you're okay with the 2 ports. Occasionally, you might need the 3rd port.
See where you're going with this.
But, it's usually A or B. C's for special occasions, I feel.
Yeah, especially birthdays and
when
Christmas.
you need that 3rd microphone slot.
Yeah.
When there's 3 of you.
Yeah. Oh, good times.
Anyway, what were we talking
about again?
Yeah.
Yes, so, I do have new ghostly possessions, I guess we can say.
Although half of them are here, half of them are in another place out there. Because you're currently, I don't know if people who are listening to this know, Dave's currently in the process of building another house.
Yeah.
What he's got, I say a house, it's actually, it's a secret lair that he's got. It's on the coast. It's hewn into the very rocks in a secret location on the coast. If you've seen the Batcave, you'll know where we're going with this. There's lots of like underground rivers with walkways. And it's, Dave's digging it out himself by hand, and this is where his new lair is.
It is. I mean, I've made it a little bit obvious by calling it Have a Nice Dave, though.
Yeah. But
so they know it's Dave, don't they? Mind you, it could be a different Dave.
Could be. But
it's not like Batman, is it, where you don't know it's Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, but that's the next home you're building on the coast.
Yes.
Is...
Night,
oh, my God. Justine, we were recording.
It's too late now. Night.
Thanks for that.
That's staining.
Anyway, yeah, so that's staining. That's my wife coming in the middle of a podcast. So, yeah. Matt, what have hold on. I've brought you into my lair, haven't I?
You see, this is the thing. I've twisted things. I've turned things on the head this week because
turned it round.
We are doing things differently this week. You remember the title of this podcast, Dave?
I do, mate, yeah.
What's it called?
Beyond Terror.
Say my fucking name.
Say my fucking name.
Look me in the eye when you do it.
The Beyond Terror podcast, Matthew.
Okay, so we've kind of had terror last few weeks. You all right?
Yeah, I can't get over that I've been now.
You all right, mate?
Oh, good times. I don't do what else, do I?
Me neither. So with the Beyond Terror podcast, Dave brings the terror, I bring the beyond. This week, it's my week to bring the beyond.
The beyond.
Although I think
Lucio Fulci's The Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I've spoiled the surprise, haven't I?
Fucking hell, Dave.
Oh, Jesus. No, it's not Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. Not yet, anyway.
No, not from my end.
Yeah.
So, I think the idea was that Dave would bring the horror. I would maybe give Dave the horror that he doesn't usually experience, i.e. normal films.
Usual, normal, everyday
non-scary films.
Non-scary films? What are they?
Well, you'll find out, my friend.
Oh.
Although for my first outing, I'm going to keep it more in the, horror-ish.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
Too far.
Though it is a big budget film.
A
very, very well-known film. I'm going to spin it on its head this week.
Right.
I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I'm nervous now.
Well, you should be. I'm a very dangerous man.
A very dangerous man.
Question 1.
Go.
How do you feel about creature features?
Ooh, like Critters?
Kind of. Bit bigger.
Ooh, Gremlins.
Bigger
Gremlins
still.
are not bigger than Critters, to be fair. Bigger still. Godzilla.
Getting close. Question number 2.
Yeah.
Very much in the Godzilla vibe.
King Kong.
Question number 2. That's my Twitter name. Question number 2.
Yeah.
How do you feel about science?
Oh, science and big monsters.
Yeah.
It's not Godzilla and not... Hold on a minute.
Question 3.
Ah, yes, I think I'm there.
How do you feel about multi-millionaires owning offshore islands, hosting soirees for their closest friends? All right, maybe I can explain that a little bit better. Not in that example.
Yes. Oh, God.
But
There's the warrant out.
eccentric rich people.
Yes.
Maybe doing the wrong thing, but not in a particularly horrific way.
Yes. I'm going to guess. Is it dinosaurs?
David, we are talking dinosaurs.
Oh, dinosaurs.
I'm
I've got time for dinosaurs.
I'm going to change this thing on its head this week. Horror-based, horror-adjacent.
Horror adjacent, I like that.
This week, Dave, welcome to Jurassic Park. You're looking
Very
forward to
exciting.
this?
Yes, I am actually, because Jurassic Park is a film that I did see when it first came out.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is 1993.
1993. So
How old were you?
I'll have been 12 going on 13.
I was 14.
12 and a half.
That important 6 months.
Important 6 months, yeah.
Yeah. I
Said Al on the gate.
Said Al on the gate, yeah.
She's nearly 16. Yeah.
Yeah, flashback. You were 12 years old.
Yes, I was 12 years old. So I'm thinking that I may have seen it in the cinema. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
And I think I might have done.
Yeah, I definitely did. I saw it twice. It was the first film. I think it was the second film I'd seen without my parents, or my mum specifically. My dad didn't do it cinemas because, didn't want to pay for it.
Well, exactly. It costs money,
So with the second film, the first one being Batman, which we're going to do in another episode.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, I went with my friend, and then I went with another friend, different friend group. I saw it twice. It was the first film I went to the cinema to see twice. And I was blown away.
Cool ass films like Batman, like the original Batman.
Yeah, the Michael Keaton one.
And then Jurassic Park. Yeah, that's awesome.
But Jurassic Park to me, even though we're like 14, so I was like a little bit older than, impressionable child.
Yeah.
I was an impressionable teenager. And I would have what I would describe as being a Star Wars moment when I watched it.
Oh,
I just fell in love with it. And it's one of those films that if I'd seen it as an adult, I'd be like, fucking dinosaurs. Yeah. Wait a second, where do those moats come from? You know what I mean? It's the shit you spot afterwards.
Yeah, you start putting logic into it and all that kind of thing.
Watching it as a teenager, a young teenager, it blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, there were certain elements of it that were big box office type stuff where you think that you're going to see, and you did see stuff that you'd never seen before.
Well, we're going to talk about the CGI and the effects and everything, but you can't sort of understand now how groundbreaking it was to see those things on screen for the first time.
First time ever, wasn't it? Yeah.
And
was some of these the first time ever?
They used a lot of new techniques to create the dinosaur effects. It was a collaboration between a couple of people, a couple of different companies, which we'll go into. But yeah, just seeing the dinosaurs for the first time, and from where we'd been a year or two earlier, and the influence that it had on every film that came afterwards, it used special effects.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Massive impact. I remember, and I won't speak about it before we get to that part, but the first time you see one of the dinosaurs, and it's like, hold on a minute, this is going to be fucking good.
But I think probably most people, I would say probably 99% of people who listen to this would have seen the film.
Yeah.
They'd know about the Tyrannosaurus Rex and stuff. But
and they'll be thinking, why are we doing Jurassic Park?
This is why. Because I remember when it came out, the scene, particularly with the Tyrannosaurus and the Velociraptors and, the scary dinosaurs, they actually put out an extreme terror warning. You could not see this film as a kid without a parent. I mean, that was the idea.
Was it like a 12 then, back in the day?
I think
Did they have a 12 then?
Yeah, Batman were the first 12 in Britain. I remember that because I was fucking 9 when I went to see it.
Because Batman are 15 now.
Possibly.
Fucking
Very possibly.
snowflakes.
But I'm pretty sure Jurassic Park were a PG.
Yeah, I think it was.
But I think at first they really enforced that parental guidance thing.
Yeah.
And they put out warnings that if you've got young children, do not take them to see this film because it will scare the fucking bejesus out of them.
Which, to be fair, I mean, it had the potential to do that, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we'd never seen effects like this before.
No.
Bit of background. It was based on a book by Michael Crichton, released, I believe, in 1990.
From Red Dwarf, Crichton.
Yeah.
Different guy.
Different Crichton. Different species. Michael Crichton, he was an author, did a lot of legal things like Disclosure, Pelican Brief, did a lot of sci-fi, Congo, Andromeda Strain.
Congo.
He also did a book called Westworld, which we adapted.
Westworld, yeah. I remember
Again,
Westworld, yeah.
About an amusement park gone wrong where the exhibitions go nuts and start killing people.
Yeah, they're all like robots, like cyborgy type things. Yeah. That's cool, that Westworld. But, in fact, all of them are pretty strong. Yeah.
So he wrote the
stories, aren't they? Yeah.
He wrote the original novel, which I don't know if you've read it. I read it a few times when I was a kid because I got so into this.
I've not read it, but I am gonna now. Now that we've had this,
it's worth reading.
This rewatch and everything. Definitely, I'm gonna now. Yeah.
It is a bit different than the book. I mean, the basic story is the same, but there's a lot more in it. There's some more subplots.
Yeah, because you were saying like some things in the film that where I won't know a character.
Yeah.
You would, if you'd read the book, you would know that character without them going into it. But then you were saying that they don't need to go into it anyway because...
Yeah, because they were sort of underused. There's characters in the book that are not in the film at all.
Yeah.
There's characters that you see in the film which, they've got more of a fleshed out story in the book.
Yeah.
There's entire, subplots that are not there. Like, there's a subplot where when they're lost in the park, they spot... some raptors on a boat that's heading towards the mainland, so they've got to get back to alert people.
Right.
So there's these, they're racing against time.
Raptors are clever then.
They can open doors and all sorts of shit, man. And it's got a hell of a cast as well. This film.
Yeah, I mean it's big box office and it's a big cast. It's good choice here, bro. Good choice.
The lead characters. I'd say there's 4 lead characters in this. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, who's a legend.
Oh yes, what a legend.
Yeah, he's. I mean. Who doesn't know her? Sam Neill.
We might have to do Event Horizon.
We'll do Event Horizon.
And possibly Possession as well.
Omen 3.
Omen 3, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot, yeah.
His main co-star, the female lead, you would say, Laura Dern, playing Ellie Sattler.
Yeah, got time for Laura. Yeah,
plenty of time. She's a paleobotanist. He's a paleontologist.
Yeah.
So she studies, plant life and things, as well as dinosaurs.
Like Mary Joanna?
Yeah. What?
Marijuana.
Fuck.
Plant life.
I wonder how your mind works sometimes.
Yeah, I'm a strange boy.
Stranger in a strange land. But yeah, Laura Dern, Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, blah, 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 Last Jedi.
Blue Velvet. Last Jedi as well, yeah. I forgot about that.
Vice Admiral Holdo, for some fucking reason.
Yeah, not a good film.
Richard Attenborough, legend, director.
Yes.
Obviously Gandhi, shit like that. Actor, Brighton Rock, Jeff Goldblum, another horror alumni. With The Fly, things like that.
I absolutely love Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he's I know he's similar in everything, but he's at the same time he's very distinct in everything. Isn't he? He's very much his own character.
He's got his own style in it.
His own style. Yeah, that's the word.
Again, everybody we've mentioned so far, the 4 actors seem really nice in real life. Apart from Richard Attenborough, who's dead.
Yeah, he's probably nice, but just dead.
He were always a nice fellow.
Yeah. He might just be a bit dead now.
And then I'm just going to mention a couple of others because I think they're important. The 2 kids who are in it were both very good. Joseph Mazzello plays Tim Murphy.
That's a good name.
Last thing I think I saw him in with Bohemian Rhapsody, played John Deacon, the bass player from Queen.
John Deacon. Now there's a man with integrity. I'm never playing again He said, and he never did.
No, he's sank back into normal life, hasn't
He did.
Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him.
Ariana Richards plays Lex Murphy, who's Tim's sister. She was in all sorts of stuff. She was in Tremors.
Oh, Tremors, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's quite young in Tremors as well, isn't she?
I think that was before this.
Yeah. I think you're right, yeah.
And she was also in a film called, I think you'll appreciate this, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
The blaxploitation spoof.
What did she play in I'm Gonna Get You,
I think she was just a little girl.
Yeah.
And she would have been back then because it were long before this and she were a little girl in this, so, you know.
Awesome.
Wayne Knight plays Dennis Nedry, the hacker. He's in Seinfeld, Basic Instinct, Third Rock from the Sun. Fantastic actor.
He's my favourite in this film.
He is mine as well. He's so good.
You didn't see the magic word.
And somebody who people always forget is in this film, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
before he was massive.
Yeah, absolutely awesome cast. Really, really good. Just strong as fuck, innit, really?
I mean, these days it would be an all-star cast pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's others as well, other people as well we'll introduce as we go on, but those are the main characters. Right, we're going to talk about some of the crew. Again, not all of the crew because fuck me. Steven Spielberg.
That guy. Yeah.
He read the book. He loved the book. He knew he wanted to make a film out of the book. So he contacted Michael Crichton and said, look, this fucking book. Love dinosaurs.
Everybody loves dinosaurs.
Yeah, I do. So he wanted to make it into a film and he basically said, can I make it into a film? Michael Crichton said, absolutely. So he would promise the book. Then there was a big bidding war over the rights to the book. Everybody knew Steven Spielberg were going to make this into a film, but there were a bidding war anyway. I think James Cameron wanted it.
Nice.
And a few other people wanted it, and Steven Spielberg won it because secretly behind the scenes he'd made the deal that he wanted it.
What kind of film would that have been, James Cameron? I'm thinking like Aliens, and then
there'd be an alien on a door floating around.
Fucking hell, yeah, that'd have been mental.
I'm gonna say a name now, and this is going to upset a load of Star Wars fans because the fucking bitches.
Don't be upsetting Star Wars fans.
Kathleen Kennedy played a massive hand in this. She was one of Steven Spielberg's biggest collaborators.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? She's ruined Star Wars. Fuck off. You fucking age ruined Star Wars. You're 50, you prick.
Yeah, and Disney did kind of ruin Star Wars, though, didn't they? By themselves.
They wanted to make money.
Just for the series are good.
They wanted to make money.
Yeah.
It's a fucking capitalist adventure.
It's an opinion, and it's a warranted opinion, and it's fine, but we don't want to talk about it.
But yeah, these fucking 40, 50-year-old men on the internet getting annoyed that these fucking space films that are made for kids are not aimed at them directly. So yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, she made some key decisions here which really affected this in a positive way.
Hold on, what did she do to Star Wars then? She ruined that.
Fucking hell, Dave.
We've just been through
Stop
this.
proving me wrong.
Don't get me started on Kathleen Kennedy.
I'm just saying, Jar Jar Binks were a character before she were involved.
Oh, God. Although
Babu Frick wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough, isn't it?
Anyway,
yeah, we won't go into those lovely prequels.
So Michael Crichton wrote a good deal of the screenplay early on, and then David Koepp took over. Koepp? K-O-E-P-P.
Coop, maybe?
Coop.
K-O-O-P-P.
We'll go with that.
I'm down with O-P-P. Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, that's it. That's
him.
The dude. That's him.
He is, yeah.
He also... David Koepp, screenwriter, did Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, Carlito's Way, Spider-Man.
Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
I love that film.
The first Spider-Man.
Carlito Bravagante.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then some other shit.
Yeah.
And obviously... John Williams did the score.
Oh, John Williams.
I think John Williams' soundtrack to this is probably one of the best he's done.
It's outstanding, yeah. He always is outstanding, though.
This is one of those films that I think unless you see it in the cinema and hear that music out of the big big speakers.
John Williams is awesome.
Special effects.
Yes.
We might as well go for it now. Originally, they were going to do stop motion dinosaurs.
Yes, a bit of Ray Harryhausen goodness.
Absolutely. The Stan Winston Workshop had a technique called go motion.
Yes, yeah.
Which, stop motion, go motion.
Yeah.
The idea was it was the same sort of model making, but they could put a bit of motion blur in it to make it look a bit more realistic. Didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
They were watching these rushes and thinking, it looks a bit stiff, looks a bit...
You look like they had Vaseline around the camera. That kind of thing.
Around something. So they were using industrial light and magic, and just to do some of the long shots on things and the distance shots. Phil Tippett was doing all the go motion,
Yep.
There's a guy called Steve Williams at ILM. He was pissing about one day, I suppose. He built a skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus in the computer and animated it walking around. Because he just wanted to see if I can make this look smooth.
Yeah.
And then something, Kathleen Kennedy saw it, and she says, "Yeah, it looks good. Can you make it look more realistic with the bones,
not be a skeleton,
with the skin and the muscles and things, and make it look real?" And he
It did.
And then they all sat around watching this
Clever
Tyrannosaurus walking around.
Clever girl.
And I believe it was Phil Tippett. Once he saw this,
That was it.
his exact words were, "I guess I'm extinct."
Oh shit!
Remember that line for later.
Yeah, just because see where it went.
Because it
with
ended
that.
up in the film.
Yeah,
It ended up in the film.
Yeah,
But-
see where it went with that.
Yeah, the special effects were groundbreaking. They ended up using a combination of these stop motion models with motion capture on them. So he would basically just move them around, and then they would animate over the top of it all the muscles and things.
That's clever.
To make it look
That's
real.
clever, is that?
And it was groundbreaking, and it just
Yeah.
proved what you could do with CGI in those days.
Yeah. Because CGI. Let's be honest. Most people hate it, don't they? But it was really, really bad back then, wasn't it?
But
Really
it's,
bad.
everything develops. I mean, it led to Terminator 2.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's-
Jurassic Park. George Lucas watched it, saw the dinosaurs going around, and he thought, "I can make me Star Wars prequels now. The technology's moved on."
Yeah.
So he did that, and he created Jar Jar Binks. Love him or hate him.
Binks.
Peter Jackson saw the prequels. Saw Jar Jar Binks rocking around. I can make Lord of the Rings now.
That's
That's where Gollum came from. Realised he could rather than having like a little fella wearing a costume or something like that. He realised, well, I could animate him.
Yeah.
Used motion capture. James Cameron saw Lord of the Rings, had an idea, ended up doing Avatar.
Yes.
Look where we are now.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Avatar 2.
Is he actually a second? There isn't there? Yeah. I don't think
Sadly.
I've ever seen Avatar at all. Which, again, mentioning Tiff, he'll hate that I'm saying that, but I don't think I ever have.
Horses for courses.
I mean, let's be honest. Though, I'm still on like 1986 Inn of the Damned.
We're doing a horror podcast, and the first 3 films have been set in 1987.
Yeah, I do like 1987. Have you noticed? When was Ghostbusters?
84.
84. Yeah.
Coming soon to an episode.
Coming
near
soon
you.
to an episode near you.
So,
Yes.
anyway, getting back on track.
Back on track.
That's the special effects. That's how things happen.
Awesome. And like you say, groundbreaking.
Right, okay. So the film.
The
The first character we meet is Mr. Robert Muldoon, who's played by Bob Peck. The film starts off, they are manoeuvring what looks to be a big cage with some animal inside it.
A very big cage.
There's a lot of growling. And there's a lot of like snarling and weird alien monkey sounds, whatever they are. I don't know. Fuck knows.
Sounds like me on a Sunday morning.
It sounds like you in the toilet on a Monday morning. Growling, snarling, weird chirpy monkey sounds.
Sound a bit metal.
And you're also surrounded by men.
Yeah. Very similar.
Robert Muldoon.
Yeah.
And
Back in the room.
And a lot of other men. And they're all standing around wearing hard hats and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
The mean business.
To do, he's giving them orders. They push the cage forward. They send poor Joffrey on top. With his paw, you'll find out why in a minute.
Big Joffers.
Yeah, a character called Joffrey. He climbs onto the top. He's the gatekeeper. He says, raise the gate. As soon as he raises that gate, there's a squeal and the cage gets shoved back. Joffrey falls down. He gets grabbed by something and pulled towards the cage. You get little shots of this eye, this like reptilian snake-like eye.
Yeah. It's quite clever, that bit.
And then you see Robert Muldoon's reptilian snake-like eye. They're staring at each other. This moment is sort of discussed later on. But yeah, Joffrey, dead. Dead as fuck.
Poor lad. Good old Joffers.
Joffers. In the book, this is sort of referred to this scene, but it's not actually in the original novel.
Yeah, this is what, because obviously you've read the book and I've not. Read
Several
the book.
times when I was a child. Not for a few years, but, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot more involved in the book than there is.
Well, the first scene in the book, it's a doctor that's working in Costa Rica and she hears a helicopter at night. It's bad weather, so she knows it must be a serious thing because you wouldn't fly a helicopter in bad weather. Some guys from the park, she doesn't obviously know it's dinosaurs, but they bring this guy in. It looks like they say he's had an industrial accident. She's examining his wounds. There's no dirt in the wounds, so she knows that he's not been
They're a
crushed.
set of lying bastards.
Yeah, she sort of suspects an animal attack. She doesn't know what kind of animal because she thinks it's what feels like saliva in the wounds. Anyway, the character dies. You don't see that in the film, but you're told in the next scene there's a big lawsuit.
Yeah, so you know he's died, but you don't see all the extras. Yeah, which the film does that quite a few times, doesn't it, as opposed to the book? Yeah,
yeah. There's a lot of key differences. But yeah, the next scene we meet Donald Gennaro, who's the lawyer, and he's in a Dominican amber mine, I believe it is.
A Dominican amber mine.
And
I like how you got that out then.
It took a couple of minutes, but I got there.
It's quite a mouthful, is that?
A podcast is not easy.
A Dominican amber mine.
A podcast is not easy when you've got a plosive stutter. Believe me, this is fucking agony for me and for you.
He does well.
We meet Donald Gennaro. He gets off of a boat and he meets a miner, and they're discussing this, this issue with the dead worker. The name John Hammond is dropped. He's expecting to meet John Hammond on site. He's obviously says, "Well, why is Hammond not here?" You get another piece of information. He's told, "Well, Hammond's daughter's getting a divorce. He wants to be there." So there's more conversation. They go down to the mine. They're talking about the park and that Hammond wants some experts to sign off on the park. You get a scene where they're digging all this rock out. Eventually, somebody calls the miner over, so he picks this piece of yellow stone up, and it's amber, and you can see a little insect in it.
Ah, yes.
And the name Alan Grant is also dropped.
Yes,
because he said that Hammond wants Alan Grant to go to the park. So the miner keeps saying things like, "Well, you'll never get Grant on the island."
Yeah.
So Gennaro says, "Well, why not?" And he says, "Well, Grant's like me. He's a digger." And then you get this moment when he holds up this amber.
The real deal, these
and
guys.
You get the light hitting the amber and you see a little insect in there. Yeah. And it's a cool moment. You thought it was...
like a little mosquito.
It foreshadows what you're going to learn about later on. We cut then to the Montana dig site.
It's fucking good, this film.
Where we meet Alan Grant.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
And the effervescent Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern. And they're in the Montana Badlands, which is a legendary place for dinosaur discovery. You find loads of fossils there, and
I wonder why.
Well, it's essentially a desert, I think. So I think it was a swamp prehistorically.
Because people aren't built on it and things like that.
Yeah,
There'll still be stuff.
And just the conditions that once the swamps evaporated and things, and over these 64 million years since the dinosaurs.
It tends to
the meteor
keep
impact.
Things, yeah.
It's changed into a desert, so the climate tends to preserve things. So, it's useful, basically, for finding fossils. Yeah. So there's a lot of digs that have happened in Montana. And Grant and Sattler are there, and they're using a new technique where they're firing basically big bullets into the ground. They're shooting the ground, Dave.
Shooting the ground?
With a big fucking gun.
Like a motherfucking hustler?
Yeah, they're just shooting the ground.
Jeez. So
they shoot the ground, they get this image on the screen from the vibrations, and you can see it's a velociraptor.
Yes.
Once again, we're introduced to velociraptors because they're going to be a very important part.
Yeah. Little cute things.
Big,
cuddly,
snarly, teethy motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, actually, they're not cute, and yeah.
As we find out, because there's a scene where he's talking about these things, and no wonder dinosaurs learned how to fly. They've got a crowd around them, they start giggling. So he says, well, no, if you look at the air sacs in the hollow bones, it's just like modern birds. They probably did learn how to fly. So one little fat kid who...
Ah, yes, the fat kid. Now, I noticed this fat kid because the fat kid was in Nightmare on Elm Street 5, if I recall correct. If my brain works, The Dream Child.
He's been in a lot of films.
I think he was in The Dream Child.
I think Elm Street, which is that?
Well, 5 is The Dream Child, but it could be The Dream Warriors 3. No, I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Okay.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Whit. Well, he's got two names. Whit Hertford or Whit Flint are the two names he seems to go by. But again, he's got a hell of a resume, as the Americans say. He's been in all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, he has been in a lot of stuff, and he's got a very recognisable face as well.
Yeah, very bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
The kid makes a comment about that doesn't look very scary, like a 6-foot turkey. So
he wasn't even scared of Freddy Krueger. This kid.
Grant's got two options here. He can either talk some sense into him or knock him the fuck out.
Yeah,
he goes with option 1 because he's a sensible man.
Yeah, it's frowned upon if you knock kids out.
It does pull a 6-foot claw out of his pocket, though.
It does, doesn't it? Yes.
In a very Freddy Krueger kind of a way.
It does, yeah. There's a link there, isn't there?
There is.
Yeah. Don't ask me dates.
And he gives him a speech about, well, you might not think it looks very scary, but imagine you're in the prehistoric era. You're in a swamp and you see a velociraptor in front of you, and you stare at it, and it stares right back at you. And that's when the attack comes, not from the front, but from the sides. The other two, you didn't even know were there. The kid looking fucking terrified at this point.
Yeah, he's thinking, fuck.
This is workplace bullying.
Yeah.
And he pulls out this claw and he says, he slashes at you with this. And it says, big fucking fossilised nail, basically.
Yeah.
6 foot retractable claw. And he slashes at you and he keeps slashing at the kid in his stomach. And I think he's making a point of pointing out the
like
kid's...
he's going to open his intestines.
He's saying, this little chubby kid, I'm going to make everybody look at his gut. So he keeps stabbing at his gut and stuff. And
you little fat bastard, come over here kind of thing. Yeah.
So he scares the shit out of this kid.
I've heard that before.
That's what you said to me downstairs with Pizza Kid.
I did not. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Unbelievable. So yeah, he scares the shit out of this kid. As they're walking away, you get the first hint that there's something between Grant and Ellie.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Because she said something like,
man.
he said something like, and you want to have one of those kids. And she says, I don't want that kid, but a tribe of little Alan Grants will be intriguing. So you know that there's...
They're fucking. Yeah.
They're good and solidly fucking. Now again, in the book, this doesn't exist. This relationship between them, she was his grad student and she's working with him now. There's for the benefit of the listeners at home, Dave is making a gesture with both hands.
Yes.
He has a loop with one finger.
Yes.
On one hand. And
is fucking.
He's miming intercourse.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
He has been doing this all night.
Yeah, I'm just a bit of an animal. I can't help myself, can I?
Yeah, finger gestures.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, they're fucking. And anyway.
I hope my mum's not listening.
Next scene. Hi, Dave's mum.
Yeah.
She's listening, we know this.
Ah, shit.
She knows what you like.
Yeah, to be fair, everybody knows what I'm like.
You've been making those finger gestures since you were a child.
Oh, yes. Yes, they be fucking.
Anyway,
swiftly moving on.
So we meet John Hammond next. He lands a helicopter, nearly...
Is he English or Scottish?
Yes. He nearly ruins the dig with his helicopter.
Yes, he does.
They go in and he introduces himself. He says, I'm John Hammond. He discusses this island he's got.
The thing that I was just going to say, though, Matt,
yes.
not to... Sorry for interrupting. I do apologise. But I was going to say, it turns up like a rich person would.
He rocks up in a helicopter.
Yeah, rocks up in the helicopter, wrecking the entire fucking thing that they've just done.
And he's straight into their fridge.
Oh, straight in there, yeah.
Fucking popping champagne out like.
So you know straight away that he's a bit of a boisterous character, don't you?
I've got an island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Yeah, and it's like, hold on a minute, what accent is it? I am English. Which one are you?
It's right up your alley.
It's right up your alley. It's near Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond. I think he mentions later on he's from Edinburgh. When I first came down from Edinburgh, I had a flea circus.
He does actually, doesn't he? Yeah.
I went into like Island Scottish then. That's weird.
Yeah, that was a bit of both.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not offend our Scottish friends anymore.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Sorry.
And sorry for offending the Irish as well.
Sorry, lads.
And the English. We offended everybody then. Yeah.
Sorry, lads. And dinosaurs.
Such offensive, yeah. Sorry, dinosaurs.
John Hammond introduces himself, discusses this island that he's got off the coast of Costa Rica.
Coast of Costa Rica.
And he sort of describes it as a biological reserve.
It does, yes.
It's right up your alley. So anyway, they don't want to go. Eventually he talks them around by throwing fucking boatloads of cash at him.
It's because he's going to...
He's funding the dinosaur dig and we don't realise why.
Yeah.
But, you eventually found out that he's studying dinosaur behaviour, nesting and shit like that. Eventually they agree to go and he just fucking talks him into it.
He does.
So that's Grant and that's Ellie Sattler on board. The luscious Ellie Sattler. We meet Dennis Nedry next, played by Wayne Knight.
Oh, yes.
Who's fantastic. He's one of my favourites.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Seinfeld or Third Rock from the Sun.
You see, I've never watched Third Rock from the Sun, but I do need to do it.
He's such a good actor. I mean, those two are comedies, but he's also in like Basic Instinct and things like that. And
he's a copper in Basic Instinct, isn't he?
Yeah.
A copper, sorry, a police officer.
He's in the infamous Beaver scene.
Ah, yes.
Where Sharon Stone turns the headlight on.
Do you know, I've never actually seen her headlight in that.
You don't see it.
You don't really see it at all, do you?
No, there's better films for that kind of thing.
Yeah. And Sharon Stone, she never really did it for me.
What?
Yeah, I'm lying.
Have you seen...
Sliver.
Fucking Total Recall?
Yes.
Good grief.
Have you seen Sliver? Which moved into... yeah. That's, yeah.
Certainly had to Sliver.
What are we on about?
Yeah.
That's getting cut out.
Dennis Nedry.
That's thinking, no, it's not.
No, it's not. We meet Dennis Nedry. He's gesturing at a fella who you see walking down. He keeps shouting, Dodgson, Dodgson. Dodgson is the head of Biosyn, who were a rival company to InGen, run by John Hammond. They were up to a bit of industrial espionage. They basically hired Dennis Nedry, who's got an in on the island, to steal a load of embryos. They give him this little device, a shaving foam can to store the embryos.
It's quite clever, that, isn't it? Yeah.
But in the book, Dodgson is fucking evil. He's an evil man. Yeah, it's a bit of a drip in this. And we meet him in another film later on, one of the Jurassic Park sequels. I think it's Dominion he's in, and he's a fucking drip in that as well.
See, I've not seen any of those ones.
No, but in the book, he's blacker than black. He is the bad guy, you know. He's been trailing John Hammond for years and trying to take him down. And
he's making a point of it. Making a point of destroying the man.
But they basically want these embryos to catch up on all this, like 10 years of research that they've got a deficit in. So Dennis Nedry, they're paying him off, and he's just got to get to the East Dock tomorrow night, and that's it. 10 years of research he caught up on, and he makes him fuck knows how much money.
It's unbelievable, that, isn't it, that somebody had just... I mean, if you had anything about you, if you were Dennis Nedry, you'd be like, no, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not going to do this.
As much as I love Dennis Nedry as a character, it'd be a fucking nightmare to work with.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
because we see his workspace. We see his workspace later on. He is an animal.
Yeah, he is.
There's just chocolate wrappers and peanuts.
Chocolate
and he's got that attitude as well. Like
burger wrappers. Where's he getting fucking burgers from on that island? Or is it burger wrappers? It might be chocolate, like you're saying, crisps and stuff.
That's a point, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure they're like a Big Mac wrapper or something.
Because he's got the big cup.
Yeah, where the fuck's the...
Although there must be. Because in the newest Jurassic Park, you see like a workers' village, and they've got like I think it's like a fucking Taco Bell or something.
Oh, right. Oh, fair enough. Americans do that, don't they? Sorry, Americans. But you do that.
You know, people need to be fed.
Yeah, that's the thing.
To dinosaurs.
I mean, I suppose we've got like 6 pizza shops in Kippax, so it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Kippax being...
In Leeds.
A suburb equidistant between Leeds and Castleford.
Yes.
2 of the jewels of the Yorkshire Crown.
Oh, yes. 2 of my favourite places.
Right, so next scene. Again, an important scene because we meet our hero, Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Do you know I've got time for Jeff Goldblum?
They're in a helicopter going towards the island, and this is the beginning of... We've talked about the music earlier with John Williams. This is one of my favourite scores because you've got this jolly music as they're flying in this helicopter. John Hammond introduces everybody. He introduces Ian Malcolm as a mathematician, and
he does, yes.
Ian Malcolm takes umbrage at this.
Yes, he does not like that.
I'm a chaotician.
Yes.
He deals in chaos theory. So there's some talk about what chaos theory is. Non-linear equations and variables in fucking stuff.
Lots of science things.
So he tries to explain it, and he's flirting like fuck with Ellie Sattler, because you would, because she's bang tidy.
She's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the benefit of the people listening at home, I am doing a gesture with both hands. Dave's pulling her face.
Yes. She's absolutely fine.
In real life, they were actually a couple at this point.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which explains why she's blushing like a fucking child when he's flirting with her.
He's got a way about him as Jeff Goldblum, hasn't he? That's like no other actor. I mean,
he is Jeff Goldblum in every film.
In every film, but in
it
a
works.
really good way. Yeah, it works. Yeah.
But you sort of you get the relationship between Ian Malcolm and John Hammond is that Hammond didn't really want him to come. The lawyer brought him, Gennaro brought him. He keeps winding John up. He keeps like touching his leg and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like he's about to knock him out.
Yeah.
So he's
trying to cause chaos. Different kind, Dave. Different kind.
Yeah. Yeah. We get this conversation about the island, and you get some more insight into what's going on. Malcolm seems to know more about it than anybody else, about his little science experiment, and so he's obviously been filled in a little bit more than Sattler and Grant.
Yeah, true.
And then the music changes when they're approaching the island. It turns into that classic Jurassic Park theme tune. And I remember this from being in the cinema. This is one of my memories of all the hair on the back of my neck. I had body hair back in those days. I do shave it off now for my swimming career. It's the big theme tune as the helicopter's coming down. There's a massive waterfall behind them, and you get this beautiful... big sort of crescendo.
Everything's perfect. The cinematography, the lot, it's like big box office good kind of stuff, like you get on Star Wars and stuff like that. That's John Williams as well.
It is.
And what was E.T.? Was that John Williams?
I think it was.
I think it was John Williams.
Jaws was John Williams.
Jaws was as well. Yeah. Yes, he's fantastic. He reminds me of like Ennio Morricone, and he was fantastic as well.
They never use the music to take over a scene. They use it to accent what's going on.
Yeah.
That's
true, actually.
Morricone were a master of doing that.
That's brilliant, yeah. They're both brilliant. Yeah, and that is a fantastic moment where the helicopter's coming down, so you don't actually know where they're going to land, because you've not seen anything yet other than these trees and stuff. You don't know what it's going to be. You know they're going to an island,
yes,
but it's how the waterfalls are going down. It's every single aspect of what's going on, and
it's an amazing
fills
shot.
you visually, and
they've got this music. It's sort of almost overwhelming.
It's over, it almost is. Yeah,
in the same way that scene where
you know you're up for a massive.
That scene in Star Wars where Luke's had the argument about leaving, and he goes outside, and the binary sunset scene where you got the music playing, and then he's looking at the suns and.
That's the one that I was talking about the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's just on.
It's the same feeling for me.
I won't say A New Hope because then somebody will.
You mean Star Wars 1?
Yeah, Star Wars 1.
Oh, sorry, it's Star Wars 4, isn't it?
Jesus, yeah.
When I saw that for the first time and heard that music, it just blew me away.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It was like an audio representation of what we're about to see.
Yeah.
Because we see our first big fuck off dinosaur. Grant sees it first. He looks to the side. He looks shocked, stands up, takes his glasses off. He's just staring forward. He can't believe himself.
Yeah, she's like messing with some plant because she's
picked a plant.
Yeah,
because
a plant nutrition.
Women and that.
What do you? Yeah, what do you call what she does?
She's a paleobotanist.
Tell us. Yeah, I will remember that one time. Yeah, so she's looking like a plant, saying this should be extinct, and then he gets hold of her head, doesn't he?
She looks shocked as well, and then we get the shot of as they climb out of the jeep of this big brachiosaurus.
We do. Brachiosaurus, that's the word.
And it's a big lad.
And it is a big lad, yeah.
It's a big lad. Big fat legs. But when we get a bit of a tour now, there's a bit of an explanation as to what's going on with the dinosaurs, how they've managed to breed them and things. It takes them on a little bit of a tour, shows them a video of basically how they extract the DNA, and it turns out they explain the amber that we've seen earlier with the mosquito in it.
Clever this, Matt.
They extracted the preserved blood from the fossilised amber.
Yes.
And they managed to use other DNA types to fill in the gaps in that. One of which is frog DNA. That will come back to...
That will be important.
It will be important. They meet Dr. Henry Wu.
Ah, yes.
Doctor Who, played by B.D. Wong, who was another fantastic actor, and he's been in a lot of things.
Great name as well.
He turns up again later on in some of the other Jurassic Park. He's quite an important character, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But he plays Dr. Henry Wu, who's like one of the geniuses behind it. He explains a little bit about the park. Dinosaurs are all female, so they can't breed. We see a hatching as well, live hatching.
Yeah, we do. The live hatching is also very impressive.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
So anyway, this little dinosaur hatches. Grant picks it up and he's like holding it in an alarming way. In the book, Henry Wu was getting really angry with him about why because the little baby's screaming.
Yes.
And he's saying, put it down now, and he's making him put it down. But in the film, all he says is, what species is this? And Henry Wu just sort of like casually just says, oh, it's a velociraptor. And he goes, you bred raptors. They go out to see the raptors.
What they do?
We see a big enclosure. We see Robert Muldoon again. He makes a joke, oh, they should all be destroyed. He's probably not joking. He probably wants to see them all destroyed.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's kind of, tongue-in-cheek saying it, but
he's watched poor Joffrey get eaten.
Yeah. When you've seen one of your colleagues...
when you've seen one of your colleagues getting eaten.
Yeah.
Life changes.
It does, yeah.
They shackle a cow up at the Winchester. So this is what they're doing with this cow. And it's just like going over the head on the crane. This is all they're feeding them.
Yeah.
So you hear all this screaming and squealing. Oh. The cow gets destroyed by these raptors. You don't see it, but you see all the plants moving. And
yeah, poor cow.
Hammond takes our guests for lunch. They have a Chilean sea bass.
They do, yeah. It's very, very posh, isn't it?
And they discuss the ethics of cloning.
How do you know it's Chilean sea bass?
They tell you.
Did they tell you?
The chef Alejandro's made some Chilean sea bass. Oh. So they're sort of discussing the ethics of what he's doing and whether it's the right thing to do to reintroduce dinosaurs into the modern world, and is the modern world ready for it? There's some very angry words, and it gets a bit short. And this is where Ian Malcolm does the life finds a way speech.
Life finds a way speech. Yes.
So the only person who's genuinely on Hammond's side is a lawyer, because he sees it as a big way to make money. So then
it mentions that, doesn't it?
Yeah. The only I brought all you experts to back me up, and the only person on my side is this blood-sucking lawyer.
Blood-sucking lawyer, yeah.
Well, thank you, John. So they're all angry, but then they get interrupted and says, "Oh, the guests are here." So they're like, "Well, what guests?" Turns out it's Hammond's grandkids. His daughter is getting a divorce. We find out earlier. These are her kids. These are his grandkids. There's Tim and there's Lex. Lex is the older girl. Tim's the young boy. I think she's about 12, 13. Tim's like 9, 10.
Yeah.
In the book, they did the other way around. So Tim's the older one. Lex is a little girl.
Oh, yeah, you said that, yeah.
I think they've probably cast the characters and thought, well, we can work with it.
Yeah.
Because, again, these two kids are really good.
Very, very good.
Tim's pissing Dr. Grant off because he's following him around asking him, because he loves his dinosaurs.
Questions.
Banging to his dinosaurs.
He is banging to his dinosaurs.
So he's asking him loads of stupid questions about, meteorites and stuff. And there's like a deal where they're climbing into cars and out of cars.
Yeah.
He's climbing into a door and Tim's following him. So he's in and out of the cars a couple of times. Then he's like, which car are you going into? So I said, well, whichever one you are. So he gets into the car. He opens the car door. Tim gets in and he just slams the door and walks away.
Yeah.
And as he takes 2 steps, he looks up and Lex is standing there. And he sort of like looks at her. She looks at him and she's smiling. And she says, well, she said I should ride with you because it'd be good for you. And it cuts to Ellie Sattler giggling to herself. So, she's trying to get him into kids, if you know what I mean.
Get him into kids.
I could have phrased that better.
Yeah.
So we start his journey. It doesn't go very well. They don't see the Dilophosauruses. They then stop outside the T-Rex enclosure. They don't see the T-Rex again. They try to lure it out with a delicious, juicy goat.
Oh, they do, don't they? Yeah, there's just a goat in there, just like minding its own business.
What are they going to do with the goat? What, you never had lamb chops, kid? I happen to be a vegetarian.
Yeah, don't watch that.
That was me for 17 years.
Yeah, that was you for 17 years, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, no Tyrannosaur either. And it's not going well.
No. Well, they're not seeing anything but trees, are they?
We're seeing fuck all.
Yeah.
And we get a bit of a shot from inside the control centre, which is where we meet. We see Dennis Nedry again, Wayne Knight. We also see Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, Samuel L. Jackson is awesome.
People forget he's in this film.
Yeah.
But he's one
in
of
a few films like that where you forget. Yeah.
It's obviously before he got, like, massive.
He's in Coming to America.
He plays a robber, doesn't he?
Yeah, he robs that McDowell's, yeah.
You see a bit of the tension between John Hammond and Dennis Nedry. There's a bit of a bicker.
Yeah, there's a little bit, yeah.
And you get a sense that money's an issue because Nedry don't feel like John Hammond's paying him enough, which explains why he's taking all this money to,
fuck him over.
Commit industrial espionage.
Very professional way of saying fuck him over, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we see that and then we go back to...
It probably is getting paid a lot of money as well.
It probably is, but, probably not enough for what he thinks he should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
it feels like he deserves more.
He does.
Yes.
So
like us all, really.
Yeah. So we go back to the tour group. They're just driving along. There's a conversation about chaos theory. Ellie Sattler asks Ian Malcolm, well, what's this thing about chaos theory? So he does this little experiment where he gets us to hold a hand in like what he describes in an Egyptian shape.
He's being flirtatious.
He's been very flirtatious. He touches her hair and everything at one point.
He does,
Bit strange. Bit predatory. Alan Grant sees something out of the car, just jumps out of the car, makes a fucking run for it.
Yes, he does, yeah.
Then Sattler follows him, and Ian Malcolm's sitting in the car by himself, and he makes a joke about, well, here I am sitting in the car by myself, talking to myself.
Yeah,
the essence of chaos theory.
Yeah, I reckon he just come up with that as well,
Yeah, I don't think that was scripted.
Yeah, I can see him just coming
There's
up
a few like little bits and pieces that I think you can see. There's a bit where they're walking through this field and they see this Triceratops, and it's very sick. Ellie Sattler ends up elbow deep in a big pile of shite. You'll remember to wash your hands before eating, won't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's all that, and this is
trying to find out what it's eating.
This is where this group sort of splits up for the first time because Sattler goes with the vet, so they disappear off, and they're in a jeep. So that's that. That's Dr. Harding, who she's with.
Yeah.
The rest of the tour group goes on. It turns out they've got some really bad weather. There's a hurricane coming. Now this is real life. They actually, while they were filming it, they had a hurricane while they were there.
Oh, right.
So all those shots you get of the storm and the lashing the leaves and everything
really happened,
and the sea smashing into rocks. They just took a camera out and filmed what was happening on Hawaii, which is where it was filmed.
Oh, right.
The storm's a real thing, and it was in the film as well. So
that's good timing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So the electric jeeps have got to get back. They're obviously in 2 cars. You've got Alan Grant and Ian Malcolm in one jeep, in the back jeep. In the front jeep, you've got the 2 kids, Tim and Lex, and you've got Donald Gennaro. So they're heading back. We see in the control centre, we see Nedry pissing about with his computer. He's up to summit. He's setting the timer on his computer. and you sense that this is where his plan starts. This is where he's going to steal the embryos.
Yes. It was like the storm's a perfect opportunity to
So they've had this
done.
big argument with him and Hammond. He says, well, I'm doing some compiling, he calls it. There'll be some systems that go offline, some of the minor fences might go down, blah, 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 blah. And he grabs his shaving foam can and he says he's off to the vending machines.
Yes.
So he goes off. You see the cameras go down and he sneaks in and he starts to steal all these embryos. Then you see him sort of...
What a motherfucker.
You see all the fences failing around the park. The electric cars stop. So there's this thing, all the cars have stopped. So whereabouts have they stopped? And it cuts to them and they're outside the Tyrannosaurus paddock. It's pitch black outside. There's a storm. And there's
so
no
the fence
power.
is off and the cars have stopped.
They don't know the fences are off yet. This is another one of those reveals.
Yes.
So we sort of intercut between this and Nedry sort of making his escape and trying to get to the docks.
Yeah.
You realise that the fences are going down because you see him push the gate open with his bare hands, and obviously you couldn't do that if he's electrified.
Yeah.
He's driving the Jeep around, splashing around. We go back to the Tyrannosaurus, and it's very dark.
Very dark.
Tim's is investigating the car, and he finds a box under a seat, and it's a pair of night vision goggles. He puts those on, and he's looking round, and the goat's gone. The goat we saw earlier
is gone.
So they're like, oh, where's the goat? And then the car's got like a sunroof, a big sunroof in it. And you see this goat's leg just hit it and all this blood goes everywhere. And then you see the big Tyrannosaurus. And this in the cinema was fucking wild.
Ah, jeez, man.
Do you remember this
that
bit?
first scene, yeah. It's ridiculous. How the fuck did they do that? At the time, I mean, you can see now,
Yeah.
But,
It's amazing because it's a mix of...
brilliant.
They actually had a big, full-size, life-size Tyrannosaurus model.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed it were like miniatures and...
No. Well, they were that. They used the go motion that we talked about earlier. There's a lot of CGI in there, but they had a massive robot basically. The only problem was they were using a lot of fake rain on the set, and when it got the latex skin, it would absorb the water, so it would become a lot heavier. So the hydraulics couldn't cope with it.
Ah, right.
So there's this. If you watch some of the behind the scenes footage, it's this massive Tyrannosaurus just shaking,
Fucking hell.
just shivering. It looks like it's got fucking detox or something.
I mean, heck.
So they had to be very careful with it. They had to keep toweling it down and stuff. This is the classic scene where you see the Tyrannosaurus, then you see it's got one of its front claws. It's got it on the fence. So that's when they realise, well, where's the power?
Yeah, it should be shocked back here, but it ain't.
And we see the strands of the fence,
Ting,
ting,
ting.
ting, one at a time, just going.
Yeah.
Then Tyrannosaurus just sort of
realised.
just steps through it, and that scene where it steps between the
Fucking
cars.
brilliant. It looks brilliant.
But this is a scene of carnage.
It certainly is.
Gennaro, the lawyer, he's the first one. He gets terrified, jumps out of the car, makes a run for it into a toilet.
Is he running into a toilet because he needs a shit?
He's terrified. He's probably shot his pants by this point.
Shot his pants, yeah.
So
to be fair.
The kids are left in the car by himself.
Yeah.
So they're like scrambling around looking for stuff. We go back to Grant and Malcolm in the car, and there's that thing. Well, where does he think he's going? Well, you gotta go.
Yeah. You see, again, I don't think that's scripted.
And you see the Tyrannosaurus walking around between the cars, and they're just like, well, I wonder if the kids are all right. Then you see they turn a torch on, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, worst thing you can possibly do in that situation.
And they keep flashing it in the Tyrannosaurus's eyes.
Is bring attention.
So Tyrannosaurus is like, it's investigating the car. They slam the car door that's been left open. It obviously notices.
My dog does this when I don't feed her a dinner.
Walks around growling and stuff.
Yeah, I know where you are.
So Tyrannosaurus is walking around. It's investigating the car. And it starts getting aggressive, bumping the car. It roars like fuck it.
Yes, it does, yeah.
And they're messing around with the torch, flashing it around. They eventually just goes mental and starts attacking the car.
Because they are shining a light in its eyes.
There's been a couple of lines that you find out earlier on in the film which pays off here, where Grant sort of talks about dinosaurs' eyesight being based on movement. They don't see you if you don't move.
Yeah.
So obviously them flashing the light around,
it's going to see it straight.
It's going to see it straight. So it's going to be attracted to that. So it goes for it. To counter that,
like a moth to a flame.
Yeah. That's so poetic.
Yeah, it is.
So to counteract that,
don't know why.
It's lovely. I like it. I keep saying these nice things.
But like a Tyrannosaurus Rex to a Jeep.
To a Jeep full of kids.
Yeah, Jesus.
So in order to sort of like lure it away,
a lot of mentions of Jesus in this episode as well.
Well,
Yeah.
Speaking of fossils.
Yeah.
Cancelled.
Now we're in trouble.
So in order to sort of lure it away, Grant gets a flare, pulls it and makes a run for it, and he sort of like throws the flare into the bushes, thinks Tyrannosaurus starts following it. Happy days, it's gone.
It's gone.
Malcolm's a fucking dummy. He fires up another flare, makes a run for it. So the Tyrannosaurus stops following the one that Grant's thrown and starts following Ian Malcolm.
Yeah. Bit of a mistake, that. It's quite a stupid thing to do.
But it also, he goes towards the toilets. It runs into the toilet, smashes all the walls down, sees Gennaro sitting on the toilet, eats him.
Yeah.
The man died on the toilet. Not in an Elvis kind of a way, but he's dead.
It's straight from the top, right down to the waist, gone, isn't it?
Absolutely. Throws it, just snaps and eats him.
To be fair, you don't need a shit anymore.
So then Grant's trying to pull the kids out of the car. He gets Lex out. Tim's still in the car. He's trapped.
Yes, yeah. It's sinking the car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the mud because the Tyrannosaurus comes back and Lex is starting to scream, so he covers her mouth
The
up.
film's brilliant.
There's like some business where the Tyrannosaurus is just attacking the car and the car get Timmy out.
Yeah.
And the Tyrannosaurus starts pushing the car over the edge. And this is another continuity thing.
Yeah, you mentioned this, yeah.
Because when you see the Tyrannosaurus step over the fence, there's like a concrete wall and a fence.
Yeah.
It just steps straight over and walks.
It does, yeah.
When the car goes over it, there's like a 30-foot moat at the other side.
Really big, massive
So it doesn't quite work.
No, it's like that wasn't there before.
But we see that. It pushes the car over the edge. Car ends up in a tree. But we do see another dinosaur next. We do. Dennis Nedry from earlier. Mm-hmm. He's made his way into the park. We see him pushing gates open because obviously he's cut the power. Mm-hmm. He's trying to get to I think it's the east dock, and he ends up driving off the road.
Yeah, it's pissing it down.
It's pissing it down. It's dark. He goes down a ditch. He gets out of the car, tries to basically winch around a branch, loses his glasses, and then you hear this chirping sound in the branch, like a whistle.
That's the. What were I doing?
Fucking
like Ross off of Friends when he's trying to explain that. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, we hear these chirping sounds, and then he's confronted by a tiny little Dilophosaurus.
Yeah,
we've heard about Dilophosaurus earlier because there was a thing when they were outside the Dilophosaurus enclosure when you just heard the narrator talk about in the car talking about they've been known to spit venom. So that's a bit of a setup. So Dennis Nedry is trying to find an anchor point.
About that setup.
He's trying to find an anchor point so he can winch the car down the hill and get on his way. And this Dilophosaurus just sticks its head up and it starts chirping at him. So he's like, you're not so bad. You're not like one of your big brothers. And he picks up a stick and throws it, and then this Dilophosaurus just looks at it and is not interested by the stick. So he slags it off.
Not a dog, is he?
He insults a Dilophosaurus.
He does, which you wouldn't do, would you?
No wonder you're extinct.
Yeah.
Dilophosaurus is offended and hurt by these words.
Yeah.
And that's what triggers it. I think he would have got away with it had he not sniped at the Dilophosaurus. Because he's makes his way towards the car. He turns around, the Dilophosaurus is there, and he's, oh no. Then all of a sudden, it pounces. The big fans come out on its neck.
The big fans come out like a peacock.
And it starts spitting in his eyes.
Yeah.
And we find out in the book that what happens when it's like a neurotoxin, makes your skin tingle. Oh. And if it gets into your eyes, you're blinded instantly. And then eventually it sort of paralyses you, and the Dilophosaurus can basically... And this is what happens to Nedry when he gets in the car, and the Dilophosaurus gets in. It paralyses him with the venom, and then it can eat him while he's alive.
Oh, man. Fresh meat.
Thank you, Michael Crichton.
Yes. That's true, then? That's what they do, yeah.
Well, that's probably not what they did.
Nedry. I'll tell you what, they've had a good meal as well, won't it?
It's probably... Well, it'd be like eating a big pork scratcher, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah.
I don't think... In reality, Dilophosaurus is spat like that. I think that's something that they put in there to make it more interesting. Because they've obviously made it like some snakes can spit venom and stuff like that. They thought, well, that'd be a cool mechanic to use for these dinosaurs. So anyway, Nedry's dead. Cool. And we see the can that he put all the embryos in.
Yeah.
Fall into the mud.
Falls into the mud.
Yeah, and that's the last we see of that can until Jurassic World Dominion.
Which one's Dominion then?
It's the very last of the Jurassic Worlds, the third one, before the newest one.
Jeez.
And there's a scene where...
You don't see that can until then?
It's never referred to again. There's a scene where we see Dodgson again in Dominion, and he's walking through his office and the can's in the background. It's like on a shelf, and it suggests that they went back and they found it.
They went back and found it, yeah.
So it's a nice little callback, but it's functionally meaningless because they don't explain what they did with it.
What they did with it, yeah.
So anyway, that's Nedry's dead. Tim is in the car, in the tree, and Lex and Dr. Grant, they end up at the bottom of the tree, and they know that they can see up the cars at the top.
Yeah.
So obviously, Dr. Grant has to go up, and he has to get rescue Tim. So he climbs up. There's a bit of a scene where he gets to the car and Tim's like, I've just been sick.
I was right embarrassed by him being sick.
Yeah, I'd never understood that because I used to throw up all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, I used to love throwing
I mean, I was never attacked by a Tyrannosaurus.
I think if you were attacked by a Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Yeah.
which is my favourite dinosaur, by the way.
Nice choice.
Yeah. It's a big bastard, but with little arms.
Yeah.
A bit like me, big bastard with little arms.
Hold on. Is your favourite part of the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
What's wrong? I don't think I've got little arms, have I?
Are the arms your favourite part?
Yeah, no, not really. It kind of lets him down a little bit.
Do you think you should have like big fucking muscular?
Yeah, big muscular fucking He-Man arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another character.
Yeah. So they're in a tree.
They're in a tree.
Said car is hanging out of said tree.
Well, it's kind of propped up by the branches.
Right, okay.
And then he manages to get Tim out of the car, but then the car starts to fall.
Oh.
So they have to do this really quick climb down. And they're sort of racing the car down. The car's falling right on top of them. And they're climbing down as fast as they can. They finally get to the bottom and the car stops. And then you hear a creak. And then the car lands on top of them. And you hear Tim go, well, we're back in the car now.
And so because the roof's come out.
The entire thing's a punchline for that joke, I think.
Yes. Because the roof's come out of the car.
Yeah.
It's not killed them.
So nobody dies.
Because it would have killed them.
Oh, it would have crushed the fuck out of that little sparrow-bone child.
Yeah. But he's back in the car.
He's back.
And he's happy.
In the car.
I don't think he's very happy, but...
Well, he's been sick and he's been attacked by a dinosaur.
Yeah. It's not the ideal day. It's not like...
And his mum's getting a divorce. We found that out at the beginning.
Oh, we did find out, yeah. So he's not having a good time of it, as he is. And it's not like he's at Burger King, is it? Chilling out.
Burger King.
I just randomly thought Burger King.
Yeah, well...
Is that where kids go when they're having fun or whatever?
Not these days. They go to like fucking...
Laser Quest.
I don't know, some vape,
Do you remember Laser
vape
Quest?
shop or something. Vape, yeah.
Fucking, your vape shop.
I were a fucking fat little kid, though. I were a big target in Laser Quest. I were a sniper's dream.
Sniper's dream.
And I couldn't run
Matt's
very
here again.
Get this fat lad, he can't run very fast. They'd get me in fucking toilets.
Fucking bullying, that. It's bullying.
Yeah, they'd find me either burger joint or in toilets.
I don't know.
So anyway.
So
they're in the tree. They get out the tree.
They get out of the tree. Back in the car.
Yeah.
I don't think the car works anymore, Matt.
Well, it's fucked.
Yeah.
It's been
My
stamped
professional
on.
opinion would be that it is fucked.
Yeah, I think in the events of dinosaur attacks, 9 out of 10 cars get ruined.
They do.
So, Tyrannosaurus attack. Over.
Yeah. Where is the Tyrannosaurus now?
We don't know. It disappears off.
This always confused me as a kid.
It wanders off. It's done its bit. It
Off
roars. Goes for a look around. Goes to stretch its little legs, see what's going on. Goes for a look around.
It's got big legs with little arms.
Oh yeah, that's it. It'd be a bit weird if it were the way around, wouldn't it?
That would be weird. Massive long arms.
It can arm wrestle like a bastard, but it can't chase you.
Massive long arms and little legs. Oh, that'd be ace. That'd be some funny looking dinosaur. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So that's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus is pissed off to do something. Because it's eaten now. It's eaten Gennaro.
It's gone for a lay down, hasn't it?
And now it disappears off. And that's the end of that scene. We go back to the control centre. Everything's fucked. They don't know what's happened. They don't know there's been an attack. All they know is the power's out. The jeeps have stopped somewhere near the Tyrannosaurus enclosure.
Which is never a good thing.
It's not, but they realise it's not a good thing. So Hammond wants Muldoon to go with the gas-powered jeep and go pick him up. And so Ellie Sattler decides, well, I'll go with him. So they take the jeep out and they see the wreckage. They see parts of Gennaro and they realise something's gone badly wrong here. One of the jeeps is missing. And then you hear a groan.
Ah, yes.
They find Ian Malcolm laying down. And he's obviously, in a bad way, he's got a tourniquet on and stuff like that. And he says something like remind me to thank John for a wonderful weekend.
A wonderful weekend.
Muldoon says, I don't think we can chance moving him. And then you hear the Tyrannosaurus roar in the background and he goes, please chance it.
Yeah.
So they end up getting him on the...
Chance it, yeah.
They end up getting him on the back of the Jeep and then the Tyrannosaurus appears and chases him down the road. That's a good chase scene.
Yeah, that is a good chase scene.
And it sort of harkens back to the beginning bit where they would talk about how fast the dinosaurs can run. And it says we clocked the T-Rex at, 55 mile an hour or something.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So, and you see
and it's kind of right behind them, innit?
You see the Tyrannosaurus just gaining on them and them having to really floor it to get away from it. Then eventually they get away because it hits a branch and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
after that scene, we get a nice peaceful scene of the kids and Alan Grant in a tree. They have a nice sleep. And it's a bonding experience. Timmy's selling some jokes. And I'm surprised he didn't get thrown out the fucking tree because they're
pretty shit. Yeah.
So I'm going to run the jokes by you, Dave.
Oh my God, here we go.
So what do you call a blind dinosaur?
I don't know.
Diathinkosaurus. What do you call a blind dinosaur's dog?
What?
Diathinkosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
He's a kid, so
Yeah.
kids are stupid. And there's a bit of a tender moment where he pulls out the 6-inch retractable claw that he threatened the little kid with earlier.
Yes.
And you think I was going to start cutting these kids to pieces here. But no,
is it Event Horizon?
What he does, he just throws it out, and he's like, because Lex asks what you and Ellie going to do if you don't have to dig up dinosaurs anymore. And he says, well, I guess we're going to have to evolve. While this sad music plays in the background.
Yeah, there's a point there, isn't there? We're going to have to evolve.
And then we cut to John Hammond and Ellie Sattler sitting in a cafe.
Yes.
And you get a bit of Hammond's backstory that he was born in Edinburgh, hence the accent.
Yes, because he does put on that little bit of accent every now and again.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You're absolutely right.
Would you like a bite of my clam? So they're sitting there eating ice cream because all the fridges
Would you like a bite of my clam?
Would you like a bite of my clam? That's what he says.
Yeah.
So they're eating ice cream.
Loves a good clam.
They're eating ice cream, and he's telling this story about this flea circus he had when he came down from Edinburgh when he got to London. All the kids thought they could see the fleas, and they keep saying, "Oh, mummy, there's the fleas." And of course, everything was motor driven, so there were no fleas.
There were no fleas.
So Sattler says, "Well, that's it, John. This park is just like the flea circus. It's all an illusion." And he's like, "Well, no, next time we'll do this, and next time we do that." And she fucking flips. How she didn't throw the spoon at him, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought she was going to throw a spoon at him.
She just says, "Next time, John, people are dying."
Serious shit, when people die.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that guy was going to the toilet and he got eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Nobody should get eaten at poopy time.
Shit.
So your favourite dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes.
How do you feel about it scavenging people off the toilets?
It's not ideal. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you watch like a serial killer movie and you feel sorry for him.
For the serial killer or the victim?
The victim, of course.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. I didn't feel really sorry for the lawyer, but in a way you think, it's a bit of a shame. It's not really his fault, is it?
I think they stitch him up a little bit by showing him running away when leaving the kids in the car.
So it's like, this is why he's got...
This is why
it's happened to him.
They've obviously like described him as a blood-sucking lawyer and stuff like that, and he's seen like laughing at poor people essentially early on.
Yeah.
So it's not particularly shown in a good light. He also snaps at Timmy.
He does.
When he gets the night vision goggles out.
Does this warrant being eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
No, I don't think so.
It's a bit mean, isn't it?
It's a bit mean.
Yeah.
We don't know if Gennaro had a family. He might have been a loving family man.
He might. He might have had like loads of Tyrannosaurus Rex puppies. Do you call them puppies?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
That's what they call them, Dave.
Yeah. Puppies.
Everybody's got them.
Dinosaur pups.
Dinosaur pups.
That's exactly what they were called, yeah.
Yeah. Puppies.
So yeah, we've the scene in the cafe, and it's a bit of a tender scene, a bit of an angry scene. You get a bit of backstory, and
there's some tension there, isn't there? But for two different reasons, But like you say, you get the backstory,
and that's the end of this day, end of the first day. So the next day, we cut to dawn of the second day, and
the dawn of a new day.
The Alan Grant and the kids are woke up in the tree by a Brachiosaurus.
That's the one, Matt.
With this big, stupid cow-like face right next to him. Lex starts freaking out because obviously she's just been fucking attacked by a big fucking dinosaur.
And now there's a big fucking dinosaur right in front of her again. Yeah.
But it turns out these are Vegisauruses, Lex. They're Vegisauruses.
That's what little brother says.
Little Timmy, yeah. So Alan Grant, he gets like, fuck, South Park. It would have been a different film.
Imagine. What?
How would they get wheelchair into the tree for a start?
What?
That would have made the Tyrannosaurus look like a proper arsehole if you do it in a kid in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it would have been, really, wouldn't it?
You would have thought, yeah.
I bet a Tyrannosaurus would, though.
I don't think they discriminate like we do.
They won't discriminate against...
Good eating is good eating.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Anyway.
Swiftly moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. In the tree, Lex is freaking out. The talker down. Grant picks up a branch full of leaves and is feeding this Brachiosaurus. And Lex says, oh, it's kind of like a big cow. And it's sniffing a little bit. So they realise, it's got a bit of a cold. So we know what's coming next.
Yes.
Lex goes forward. She gets up a branch and she sort of, oh, Mr. Brachiosaurus. She starts feeding it. And it sneezes on her, covers her in snot.
Covers everything in snot.
Covers everything in snot. And then, yeah. It's a classic scene. They actually recreated it recently. They did that scene with the actress. They did that scene and the scene that comes up later on where she's holding a spoonful of jelly and she shakes.
Oh, yeah.
And she did like the terrification. She's still got it. She can still do it.
Still got it, yeah.
So after this, you see Grant and the kids walking around. Suddenly, they're like climbing over branches and things and tree roots, and all of a sudden, Grant sort of disappears down this tree.
Staying alive, Matt.
And they realise and they go back and they find Grant crouching and he's picking up something he's found on the floor. He's found dinosaur eggs. Timmy says, Grandpa says that they can't breed because they're all girls. And this is when you get the information from the Mr. DNA earlier about tree frogs and things that they put the DNA to patch up the holes in the DNA sequence.
Holes in the DNA sequence, yeah.
And he realises, he says, well, some species of frog have been known to spontaneously change sex in same-sex environments. So yeah, the dinosaurs are changing sex.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs are breeding. We find this out in this scene. So we cut back to the visitors centre. They're having a bit of an argument about how to get the park back online. They know that all these fences have gone down. Hammond says if you restart the system and reboot it, everything will come back online. Ray Arnold, Samuel L. Jackson, says no, it won't. So they have they have a bit of a backwards and forwards, and Hammond finally slams his cane down and goes, "People are dying."
He's very concerned now.
Now that his kids, his grandkids
maybe getting eaten.
So it makes him shut everything down. Personal. So they do that. They shut everything down. All the lights go off, and you hear, "Hold on to your butts," and he turns it back on again. You get the cursor flash on the screen saying "System ready." So it says it worked, but nothing's coming back on. And it turns out there's breakers in a maintenance shed, other side of the compound. It says
Has Nedry done all this?
By turning off all the systems, yeah.
Yeah, but did he sort all this out before?
Well, it was supposed to be, he had a 15-minute window.
Right.
And he was supposed to shut everything down and everything was supposed to come back on again.
Right, okay.
But
the storm, everything else, and all the rest of it, yeah.
Things have not come back on as they should have done because of the storm has knocked a load of things out as well. So it's a bit of a combination of things.
Combination of shit weather and shit.
Yeah, it's
electrics.
A clusterfuck of bad timing.
Yeah.
So Ray Arnold says, 15 minutes, I can get this shit started back up again. He disappears off to do that. We go back to Grant and the kids. There's a scene where they're climbing a fence because they realise the visitor centre is just at the other side of the fence. So yeah, they try to climb the fence. They can't get through the fence, so they have to go up and over the fence. So they start climbing it. We also then cut to the visitor centre again. They realise that Ray Arnold's been gone a long time. Ellie decides that she's going to go and turn the power back on because she's been doing a damn good job of turning me on when I'm watching it.
I never noticed. Yeah.
So Sattler decides that she's... Fucking hell. I wish we could leave half of this shit in. So Sattler decides that she's going to go and turn the power back on because Ray Arnold's disappeared somewhere.
Yes, he has disappeared somewhere.
So Muldoon says, well, I'll go with you. So they get some radios, they get some guns, because obviously, you might as well fucking shoot some, aren't you?
You got to do it.
So they go and turn the power back on. So they make their way across the wild part, and they've got to go past the raptor cage from earlier, the enclosure, and they see all the bars have been bent and snapped.
Yeah, which is slightly worrying.
Yeah, because they've built up the raptors to be these fucking demonic hunters, which it turns out, because
they kind of are.
As they're walking through the bushes, Sattler says, I can see the maintenance shed, we can get there. And he goes, no. Why not? Because we're being hunted. Over there in the bushes, straight ahead of you. And there's a raptor looking straight at him.
Yes.
So he goes, you go. And you can see Muldoon is a hunter. He wants to hunt a raptor. So Sattler makes a run for it to the maintenance shed.
Yep.
She gets inside, slams the door, and she goes down the stairs. She sort of they try to talk her through it. Eventually she finds her way. And she sees this...
it's quite dark in there.
It is. And it's intercut with the kids and Grant climbing the fence. You see Lex go over. You see Grant go over. And Tim's sort of stuck at the top because he's only got little legs.
It looks like he's shitting himself a little bit, doesn't he?
He would.
He might be a bit scared of heights.
Yeah, you would be, though. Been in a tree.
Yeah.
So he's not doing well with heights a minute. I mean, he were in a car at first and he got flicked off by a dinosaur. Not in a good way.
Yeah.
Ended up in a tree.
Got flicked off by a dinosaur.
Speaking of getting flicked off,
Yeah.
Ellie Sattler is she's making her way through the darkness. She eventually finds all the switches to power everything back up. She's got to prime the system by pumping a handle, and she has to press the buttons to turn the power on. So you see her like pumping the system, gets the juice flowing. Then she has to press the buttons one at a time to get everything turned on in the right order. And then we cut back to the it's the Tim's still in the fence and
Big
up
Tim.
in the fence.
Oh, small Tim, to be fair.
So he's climbing down the fence. We cut back to Sattler.
He's gone over the top now, hasn't he?
Yeah, Tim nearly falls off the fence because the alarms come on, scare the shit out of him. So they're saying, Tim, just jump, Tim.
Just jump.
What's the word? I'll catch you, Tim. Just jump. Go on, jump, you little fuck.
Tim.
He don't get a
fucking
chance.
jump, mate.
He don't get a chance because Ellie turns the power on, blast him out of the fucking thing.
Now, in real life,
Yeah.
this being a film,
Yeah.
would I didn't know if you noticed it is a film.
Yeah.
Would this kill him?
Possibly not. Depends on the. I think it's the amperage across the heart rather than the voltage of the thing.
Yes, it depends whether it'll stop your heart.
I don't think it'd have been fun. But it does stop his heart though, because when Grant
it
catches
does
him,
stop his heart, doesn't it? Yeah.
he's unconscious. So he ends up giving him kiss of life and CPR and trying to save his life.
Yeah,
And
that's good, yeah.
Lex is freaking out.
So it's enough.
We think he's dead for a second,
We do.
but no, he wakes up and he's all right.
It's a lovely film like that.
Then we cut back to Ellie Sattler. She's sort of happy with herself at a minute.
Yeah.
She's standing there and she says,
You just nearly killed a kid. She doesn't know that, though.
Mr. Hammond, we're back in business.
We're
and then
back
this
in
raptor
business.
just bursts through the thing behind her.
Yeah.
Scares the shit out of her. She makes a run for it again. She's running through the hole. She backs up into the fence. She feels a hand go onto her shoulder.
She does.
It's Mr. Arnold's hand. And she says, oh, Mr. Arnold. And she spins round. She realises it's just an arm. The rest of him is not there. Raptors have got to him.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, dead as fuck.
Dead as fuck.
Eaten by a raptor. Possibly two raptors. So she freaks out, runs. Raptor's chasing
Turned
her.
into a big kahuna burger.
She finally gets out, slams the door behind her, and she just collapses. And she's breathing heavily in a very,
you would be quite stressed in that situation.
very attractive way.
Yeah.
But then we cut to
Didn't notice.
we cut to Muldoon, and he's staring straight forward at this raptor, staring right back at him. And you see the raptor's like eyeing him up, and that's when the attack comes, not from the front, but from the sides. The other two raptors you didn't even know was there. The raptor bursts through the fence and looks at him, gives a cackle.
Don't they say
Clever girl.
clever girl? Yeah.
And then it jumps on him.
Yeah. Mental.
So yeah, Muldoon gets eaten by a raptor, possibly two raptors. Dr. Grant and the kids make it back to the visitor centre, and he sits them down in the canteen, the same canteen that they were eating in earlier.
Yeah.
And they say, "You stay there. I'll go find everybody else." So he disappears off, leaves the kids there, and there's the scene where the kids are sitting there. They've got some food, got a bit of cake, got some jelly and ice cream. Or Jello, if you're American.
Jello.
And this is the scene that I saw Ariana Richards redoing. She's holding the jelly on the spoon, and you can see she's like terrified, and she starts shaking, and she's shaking the jelly on the spoon.
Yes.
And then it cuts to Tim, who was just staring at her, and behind him you can see the silhouette of a velociraptor behind the wall.
Yeah.
There's a light sort of casts onto it.
Clever.
So then they make a
Good cinematography, Matthew.
This is another classic scene where they disappear off into the kitchens and they're hiding from the raptors,
Yeah.
and they're making their way across between like the tabletops and stuff, the worktops.
So
It's all
like The Shining, wasn't it?
it's all metal and tile, and there's like spoons falling off the wall and stuff, and these raptors are tracking them. And then there's a really clever scene where you think that it's going to get Lex. She's trying to like climb into a cupboard and pull the front door down,
Yeah.
but it runs towards her, and then it turns out it's just a reflection, so it bounces off the
Bounces off it, yeah.
And then Tim makes a run for it, runs towards a fridge. The other raptor follows him. He just manages to get his foot in, pull himself out. The raptor goes into the fridge, and then they slam the door behind it to trap it.
Yeah.
Grant's outside. He sees Ellie Sattler walking up a hill. She says, "Run!" and she runs up the hill towards him, wraps her long, beautiful legs around him. So they see the kids running out of the canteen. They make their way to the control room, where all the computers and things are. They close the door, but the locks don't engage because they're all electronic locks, and of course, as the power's come back on, but nothing's been rebooted. The Velociraptor appears at the door, stares at Grant through the door like, "Fuck you! I'm going to get you. I'm going to eat all of you, and not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way." Grant and Sattler hold the door closed. Tim freaks out. It's down to Lex, little Lex the hacker. So she gets on the computer, She holds the mouse in a very strange way that suggests she's never used a computer before.
Yeah,
she's got her fingers up
yeah.
like that when she's moving it, and it's like, well, okay.
Yeah, it's like,
she's
how would you know how to... Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, it's a really weird mouse.
It's like the making out that she's never...
But she sort of she sort of said throughout the film, well, I'm a hacker.
Yeah.
Like, Tim calls her a computer geek, and she says, no, I'm a hacker.
Yeah.
But then she's got this weird mouse technique where she's got her fingers up under...
Yeah,
so I don't think...
strange.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... It's one of those.
Maybe it's done on purpose.
But she does manage to engage everything.
She does.
Turns all the locks on and everything. Sort of saves her life, but it turns out that the dinosaurs can jump through the fucking window.
Yeah, all that effort.
So the raptors still try to get in, even though the doors or locks are engaged. So they decide to climb up into the ceiling because there's a step ladder there.
Yep.
They're up in the ceiling. They're trying to climb out. Lex nearly falls to her death. And there's a very clever thing where they show you how they do the face swap in the special features, because it's actually a stunt woman who sort of like does the bit where she falls through the tiles. And there's a bit where when she goes through, she looks up. So obviously they had to digitally change her face, so it's got
so
it had the actress's face on,
clever,
rather than the stunt woman. So they show you how they do that. I've seen like the original take with the stunt woman, and then the one with Lex's face on it,
and they put her face on it.
And it's really cool how they do it. And they did the same thing with Count Dooku in Attack of the Clones.
Yes,
because Christopher Lee couldn't move like he used to do. They had the stuntman doing it, and then they put somebody else's face on there, and it's really good how they do it.
Yeah, it's clever. Looks completely real, doesn't it? Yeah.
So you get this scene where they're climbing down. They come out in the main lobby of the visitor centre with the big Tyrannosaurus skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton on there, yeah.
They're climbing down it. They manage to get to the floor, and the raptors are backing them in. There's two raptors. And it's like, fuck, it's game over now.
Yeah.
And this raptor's getting closer, and it's about to pounce. It's got its little fucking beady hands out. And it's got its mouth
hands
open.
Again.
They've got quite powerful forelimbs, I believe.
Yeah, they got that.
But it's got its big
Freddy
fucking
Krueger
mouth
hands.
open. It's got its big mouth open. It's about to pounce on them.
Yep.
What makes a save, Dave? It's your favourite dinosaur.
My favourite dinosaur comes in, fires in.
It does. It picks it up. Fucking eats the motherfucker.
Certainly
Well,
does.
it throws it at a wall, and it sort of saves a
Mr.
life.
T-Rex himself.
Mr. T-Rex. Pity the fool who tries to eat these choruses.
I pity the fool.
They make the run for it.
Yeah.
And Hammond and Ian Malcolm pull up in a Jeep outside. And as they climb into the car, Grant says, Mr. Hammond, I've decided not to endorse your park.
Yeah.
And he says, so have I.
So have I.
And that's basically the end of the film. You see, the end scene is they're in the helicopter flying away. You see Grant with the kids, like much of the same positions as they were in the tree, where the kids are snuggled up and they're asleep. Sattler's looking at him with a big smile on her face, because she knows.
She knows.
He's a changed man.
All their future ahead of them.
And there's a bit where they look out the window and they see some seagulls or herons or something flying around. Now, originally, there were supposed to be pterodactyls or pterosaurs.
Ah, right.
But they changed it because in the end, they never used them in the film.
Right.
So there was no point having them there because it wouldn't have made any sense.
Yeah.
In the book, they're in the book because there's a big bird cage, which they eventually used in Jurassic Park 3. So anyway, you don't see them to put the birds out there, which I think is a better message, because it shows you that these are our modern dinosaurs. These are birds.
That's what I said at the beginning. I was just about to say that. Yeah. So it makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does, and that's when the credits roll.
That's Jurassic Park.
Interestingly, since they made the film, there's been all sorts of discoveries about dinosaurs and the understanding of what these creatures might have been, might have looked like, how they behaved. Yeah. It's moved on another generation. It's evolved. Ironically.
Evolved.
We know now that some species of dinosaurs probably had feathers, some are proto-feathers, a downy feather. Yeah. So to sort of
what you're saying is Steven Spielberg just creates everything.
Well, what they did was they actually sort of retconned it in a way. Yeah, essentially, yeah. But they got around it cleverly. They retconned it by saying, well, in the later films, these aren't real dinosaurs. These are what they've created in a lab to look like dinosaurs. Yeah. So it's quite clever how they sort of wrote around it.
They're actually saying it, yeah.
And we know that like velociraptors were not like that. They weren't that big. They were smaller. They were sort of like size of a small dog.
Meggie.
A bit bigger, but not quite as vicious. Yeah. Not quite
Maggie's
as energetic.
my dog, by the way, guys.
The raptors that they've got there look more like Deinonychus.
Yeah.
So they've taken some liberties with them. Like we said about the Dilophosaurus, they probably didn't spit venom.
Yeah.
We know that...
But it's cooler if they do.
We believe that like T-Rex, its visual acuity is not based on movement. It can see things, These were just plot devices. And they sort of explain that a little bit further in the film.
Which is clever as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they do explain themselves quite a few times, and as
But again,
to why it's not as it
as the films go
maybe
on,
should have been.
as the films go on, you see like in Jurassic World, you see the Indominus Rex, which is a genetically mutated dinosaur made from a few different dinosaurs. T-Rex, Velociraptor, a few other things. You see the
it's a Heinz 51.
in the newest film, you
varieties.
see the D-Rex, which is a fucking abomination. Should not have been in there because it was bullshit.
T-Rex.
Don't even fucking ask. It's a stupid plot device that they don't really use. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's fucking pointless. Had they not had that in there at all, it would have probably made the film better.
Oh, I would have done.
But it would not have affected the plot at all.
So pointless.
So, yeah, but they do use, like... And there's one in Fallen Kingdom as well, where there's another genetically engineered dinosaur, which is very clever. It's sort of based on a raptor, but it's bigger and, clever. So they do use this idea that things have been genetically modified and,
They're not all
changed.
pedigree.
They're not. They try to make them bigger and more vicious and more frightening, and it backfires, frankly.
All right, cool.
So yeah, there's a few different sort of like examples of them going further with the genetic modifications and adapting them and things like that. So but as I said at the beginning, this is a creature feature. It's a classic horror film, a classic monster film.
Monster film, innit? Yeah. And I think we will do other monster films.
We can't ignore Godzilla.
No, King Kong.
They were the horrors of the time, which
Yes.
brings us to our final task.
Certainly does.
Scores. We're going to,
Scores
as always,
on the doors.
we're going to score this out of 5. We're going to give it 2 scores out of 2 separate scales. We've got the nostalgia scale out of 5, how it made us feel, does it bring back memories, blah, 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 blah. Then we've got the quality in terms of
What I call it actual scores.
Yeah, how you feel. Yeah, how you feel it is as an actual film.
Yeah.
Does it hold together? Because you can be objective about this, and you can love a film that you don't think is a particularly good film. Garbage Pail Kids. You can also hate a film that's technically
Don't
brilliant.
listen to him, kids. You lead the way then, Matthew. Do you want to ask me my scores first? Seeing as how this is the flipped episode, isn't it?
I can't remember which way we're doing it.
So why am I? why am I?
I can't remember which way we normally do it. So I'll throw it to you first. Might as well. Nostalgia out of 5. How do you feel?
I'm going to say...
Has this film warmed your cockles?
Yes, I'm going to say it has.
Okay.
It's reminded me of the days when I had a VHS player and I had all my videos all the way around the room. When I went to the cinema, which I don't really do that much anymore, which I should do, and just the general event of it.
Because that's what it was. You
like
an
a
event.
big, it's like a big event. So I'd say nostalgia-wise, nostalgia's got to be like, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 for nostalgia.
Nice.
Now, it only loses a point because I'll have been massively into horror shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I still am, but I did watch it and it was world-changing for every reason, and it was a massive film, to me. And a very important film, a very good film. One of those epic adventures that you go on when you watch a film.
So, where does that leave you on the actual scale?
On the actuals is 5.
All right, okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this film. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I mean, there are mistakes.
They are, but I think it runs well. And I can't see anywhere that you could improve it and it'd change it for what it is now.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me then, it might have been different. But now, I'd say it's perfect for what it is.
Yeah.
Every aspect of it, the characters, the story. Yeah, 5.
Nice.
Matthew.
You know where I'm going with nostalgia.
I know where you're going with nostalgia.
This film takes me right back. I mean, I described it at the beginning as like a Star Wars moment for me, and it genuinely was. I was fucking struck by this film.
Yeah.
And I remember coming out of the film the first time, I went to see it with my friend and his parents, and just being like, I wanted to run down the street screeching like a raptor. And I was like fucking 14. So I wasn't a child, you know what I mean? But it got me. And I always loved dinosaurs as a kid.
Yeah.
And then I remember that the second time I went to see it and coming out with my friend, and we were both like, fuck, that's with
even better this
a different
time.
friend, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just been cool. And I remember being in town, and we used to get these people who'd set up tables basically and sell bootleg videos, and I bought a Jurassic Park bootleg video.
I remember the bootleg videos.
And it were like obviously recorded in a cinema.
Yeah.
And really blurry, and you couldn't really make it out. But
people getting up for a piss like halfway through.
This is in the days where when a film left the cinema, it was 2 years before it got on video.
Yeah. You had to wait some time.
Yeah, and it's fucking ridiculous now because as soon as it's off now, it's straight on Netflix.
Oh, straight on, yeah.
Or on Google Films or whatever.
Yeah.
In those days, you had to wait 18 months for it to come onto a VHS in the video shop before you could buy it.
Yeah, now you don't even have to buy it ever, like you say.
No.
Yeah.
You had to wait another year after that for it
and then if you wanted like the rental tape, that'd be like £75 or something, you know what I mean?
So it was mad. And so I bought a bootleg copy.
Yeah.
And it was in a cardboard slipcase.
Ah, lovely.
And I bought it from the fella. It cost me 10 quid, I remember that.
Got a couple of them somewhere.
No, but this is like a bootleg one rather than the official one.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a fella.
Just like a white Agfa.
It was a fella near WH Smith who was selling them.
Oh, awesome.
And he set up, and I remember asking him, he said, because I'd heard that...
Is this Jurassic Park?
I'd heard that bizarrely enough you say that, I'd heard that sometimes you bought these things and it was like another film or porn on there.
Yeah.
So part of me's thinking, fuck it up, it's porn.
Yeah.
And then another half of me's thinking, fuck it up, it's Jurassic Park.
I'll just watch this in my bedroom just in case.
And luckily it were both. Jurassic Park.
Yeah. So you got Jurassic Park, and then at the end you got Jurassic Park. So you could treat yourself after you've watched your film. Lovely.
So yeah, the nostalgia, for all those reasons, I'm going to give that a 5.
Good lad.
Now, film quality. This is a difficult one because I can see the problems.
Yes.
But on the other hand, the way it's put together as a film, I think it hangs together nicely. I think it motors across nicely. I think they used the best parts of the book to make the film.
Mm.
Now, there are parts in the other films that are from the first book.
Yeah.
There's specifically a scene in the new film with a raft, an inflatable raft where the Tyrannosaurus is sleeping next to it.
A dinghy.
A dinghy.
Yeah, dinghy.
There's that scene with the dinghy where there's a Tyrannosaurus sleeping next to him, and that's straight from the first book, and that's in the 7th film. So they reuse these themes over and over again.
Them over and over again. Yeah.
So there was so much material in that first book
that they couldn't get it all in anyway. Yeah.
So I think they chose the material wisely. There are some issues, as we've said, with continuity and things like that. The pits and everything, but I'm going to give it 4.5 stars.
Oh,
I am halving a star, Dave.
You're halving a star.
I'm going to put that spare half star. I'm going to donate that to charity to feed the starving kids.
The starving kids. I like how you did that.
That were unintentional, but nice work.
Yeah. Turn that round, didn't I? Yeah.
So yeah, nostalgia 5, actual score 4.5.
I love that.
And then the starving children of Africa can eat that last star.
They certainly can. Well, I think we've had good fun here, haven't we? We've had a good time. At the end now, I like to just recommend a couple of podcasts. Is that okay for this week?
Crack on.
It's your episode this week. You could say, shut the fuck up, David.
How many times do I say that to you and it never works?
You've been telling me to shut the fuck up for about 12,
you
15
crack on.
years.
I'm going to sit here drinking my Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. So, as I said last week, or last month, as it's been now, we've had a little bit of a delay getting this episode out, guys. That's mainly due to me, and then Matt got flu as well, didn't you?
I got ill.
So we got, so mostly it's me and one week's Matt.
I got the typhoid again.
He got the typhoid, yeah. So you had a bad curry, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it burnt out your throat.
Burnt out two throats.
Gave you all sorts of kind of fluids. Yeah, so I like to...
Pissing shit out my ass.
So every week I now like to recommend a couple of podcasts.
Yep.
So last time I gave you Brain Rot and Evolution of Horror.
You did.
Right, so I'm going to go for a little bit of Ghost Story this week.
Okay.
Now, I listen to quite a few ghost podcasts, like Ghost Stories, Paranormal, that kind of thing, because I'm a freaking weirdo. But I'd like to recommend a couple, if that's okay.
Crack on.
So I'm going to recommend Real Life Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
Now, Real Life Ghost, this has piqued Matt's interest. Yeah. How the real life, Dave? Yeah. So we've got Emma, who does Real Life Ghost Stories, who's very, very good.
Is she a ghost?
She's not a ghost. No.
Okay.
She does mini episodes and full episodes, so you get like normally 2 a week, and the people are right in with their stories, and she narrates them back. and she's very good at it, and the very good stories
Yeah.
and all the rest of it. And she normally recommends a film at the beginning as well, so it's kind of in our realm. So she'll normally watch a film and then recommend that or not recommend it.
Are these like horror films or
She'll
just
grade it. It can be general films. A lot of the time it's horror films.
Because it'd be a bit weird if she's like, well, this is a ghost story, and please watch Bambi.
Yeah, not really Bambi. No, not as such. Mostly like stuff like horror films and all the. Can't remember whether she's done any others. She sometimes does like actiony ones or thrillers.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'd like to recommend Emma and Real Life Ghost Stories.
It's called Real Life Ghost Stories.
Real Life Ghost Stories, and that's on all your podcatchers. It's absolutely fantastic. And the other one I would like to recommend this week is The Terror Cellar, which is a reasonably new one. So The Terror Cellar is done by a guy called Andy Crofts.
Yeah.
And Andy Crofts used to be like the guitarist for Paul Weller.
All right, okay.
He's like...
is he a ghost?
He's not a ghost, no, he's not a ghost. He's a musician, singer, songwriter.
Well, you'd hope so, being Paul Weller's band.
Yeah, Paul Weller's band for years. And it's reasonably new what he's done, but you get a little bit of personal life with him and stuff, but he's great.
Yeah.
He's great as Andy, and he's got a very comforting voice, and he's a really nice guy. And he does films and ghost stories as well.
Okay.
So he'll do like ghost stories that people write in,
Yeah.
and he'll narrate those, and he's very good at that as well. And then he'll do like film reviews every other week as well, and he's got a Patreon and all the rest of it. He's reasonably new, probably about a year or so, maybe even less than a year.
Yeah.
And I found him through Emma at Real Life Ghost Stories, so I thought I might put them both in the same one.
That makes sense.
So check out Andy Crofts on all your podcatchers for music as well. He's a solo artist as well. And for The Terror Cellar, which is a great podcast, and that's my little recommendations for this week.
If I have on my list.
Forgotten you, then you will get a mention as we go along.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many you can recommend.
2 a week.
I think it's good.
Yeah. 2 a week's a fair one. So as we, have you got any that you'd like to recommend this week?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Honestly, I've not listened to a podcast in a while.
Yeah, I'm like 15 times a day.
Because I used to listen to them in bed and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like, as soon as I
hit the pillar,
I'm gone.
It's working, mate.
Gone.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Down the fucking glass mine.
It is. It's down the glass mine every day, working his ass off. So,
that's after work.
There's one more. I'm taking over now, aren't I? This is after work, yeah.
Listen, you've got the laptop.
I'm just going to press stop.
You're driving this bitch. I'm just enjoying the scenery.
Is it now a bad time to tell you that I've not pressed record yet?
Honestly, it probably come as a relief.
5.5 hours of Jurassic Park. I'd like to say what we're going to do next week.
I don't know, Dave, because it's back to you next week.
It is back to me next week.
I'm assuming it's going to be something involving dinosaurs.
It's not going to be something. It's going to be a recommendation.
Okay.
And also something that I got the date wrong on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you know what it is, Matt?
I think I can guess.
Is it from 1986?
No.
Is it from 1984?
Possibly.
Next week is Nightmare on Elm Street. A Nightmare on Elm Street. The first one, 1984. Wes Craven. An absolute classic. And this has been recommended by my sister-in-law, Nicola Midgley.
Hello.
There she is. She's not here, is she?
Well,
no. But anyway.
Don't know.
Nicola recommended this.
I don't live here.
And I agreed. I did have one in mind, which is up there. If you can spot it, it's not in the correct rack, and it's not Stephen King's It yet.
I can see 4 that you've recommended.
Yeah, so there's one at the bottom there that I was going to do.
Yeah.
But
I have a big smile on my face.
Yeah, you will enjoy that one. And I'm sure you guys hopefully will as well. But next week, we will be with Wes Craven for 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street. We'll see you all next week.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.